Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Lead and Learn with Occupational Health and Safety. My name is Amo Mulema. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me back to this channel. And also thank you guys for all the subscriptions and the likes that I've been getting. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Now on today's episode, guys, I just want to jump right into it. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the notification, the construction notification versus the construction work permit. Now I'm just gonna differentiate between the two, a notification and a construction work permit. When does it apply? How does it apply? And so forth. And then also we're just gonna discuss the construction work permit in detail because that is the one that has actually more substance to it than the notification. Now let's just get right into it. The notification, construction notification, guys, it's number one called the Annexure 2 construction regulation Annexure 2. Yeah, that's what it's called. And then the work permit is called the construction regulation Annexure 1. Ne? Those are the first differences. And then the difference between a work permit and a construction notification. The notification, guys, we apply for it 7 days before we start working. And then the notification, we have to apply for it 30 days before you can start any construction work. With the work permit, the construction work permit, you find construction work permit actually under regulation 3 of the construction regulation. And it's the way you find all the details of the work permit. But number one, it's 30 days before any construction work can begin. It is you apply for it if you guys are going to be working for more than 180 days, which is 6 months. If you're going to be working for more than, your project is more than 6 months, you apply for a construction work permit. And also if your project is over 13 million rand. Now guys, remember this value, 13 million rand, it's something that gets reviewed every now and then, and it changes every now and then. I think in my career, ever since I started working, it has changed 3 times. The value has changed 3 times, and it's something that you have to keep updating yourself with, keep up to date with what the value is. It could be 13 million. If the value of your project is 13 million and above, that is when the construction work permit will apply. Okay, and then also if the CIBD grading of the company is more than a grade 6, that is when the construction work permit will apply, right? And by grading, guys, I'm talking about, by company, I'm talking about the principal contractor, the PC, not the client necessarily, no, but the PC. If the PC, the principal contractor, their grading, their CIBD grading is above grade 6, then it will apply for a work permit. And also if you have more than 1,800 person days, you also apply for the construction work permit. Now, how to calculate your work, your person days? You have to take the number of days that you have worked. You have to take the amount of people that are on site. Then you times it by each other. So you're gonna say, for example, 5 people times 180 days. Now remember, guys, if this is more than 6 months, it means already you are exceeding the 1.8 person days, because 6 months, it's already how many days? It's already 180. So if you're gonna say 180 days times maybe 5 people, or let's just make an example with me. Currently I'm currently on 9 months, 9 months working, and we have about 16 people on site. So if I say, I did a rough calculation, and if I said 16 times 270 days, right? 270 days is about 9 months. That gave me about 4,300 to 323 days. So that means I have 323 person days working. So that automatically tells you that I will definitely need to have applied for a work permit, a construction work permit, versus over a notification. Okay. So yeah, having the project going on for more than 6 months already tells you that you're gonna need a construction work permit, because you're gonna have more than 1.8 person days. Okay. Now with the notification, now let's go back to the notification. The notification, guys, it's if you have a project that is less than 6 months. Okay, number one. Number two, obviously less than 13 million, obviously less than a grade 6, and obviously less than 1.8 person days. But also, if you are building a single story, meaning that if you are also just like contracting for a neighbor, or just, you know, like how you have, let's talk about waterfall estate, because darling. Okay, no, but you know, let's just talk about like if you're building a house, if you're building a house for somebody in Waterfall, or you're building a house for somebody in, like, you know, Bishop's Court or something, a single story house, you will need to apply for a construction work permit. Because one, there's going to be excavations, there's going to be fall risks, there's going to be demolitions going on, and also there's going to be might be some explosives, depending on the foundation that you guys are starting your project on. So yeah, that's when the notification will apply. Even if I'm building just a house for somebody, I will need to apply for the notification. Because remember, we need to remember the definition of construction. The definition of construction work. It has building, renovations. I mean, it was also one of the definitions that were reviewed and revived, because the definition of construction, I mean, people would say, I'm just painting a wall, and he would say, no, that is not construction, whereas it is construction. So right now, the new definition of construction, you guys please check it out in your free time. The definition of construction, it's very vast, and it also includes small jobs that you guys think are very small, but they fall under the definition of construction. And if it falls under the definition of construction, then it will fall under the construction regulation, and everything that has to do with construction regulation will have to follow suit to everything that falls under the definition of construction will have to follow suit to the construction regulation. Right now, yes, now I want to go into detail to the construction regulation work permit, guys. The work permit, the work permit, guys, is also one of those things that if you are registered with the SACPMP as a safety officer, unfortunately you cannot apply for the construction work permit. I know it's one of those things that you would like to see, you would like to challenge yourself in. Maybe in your spare time also, just challenge yourself, apply for just fill out the document, see if you can put it together. But even if you can, if you are registered as a construction health and safety officer, you're not quite eligible to apply for the work permit. You are only eligible to apply for the notification if you're a construction officer. Only a safety agent, okay, a construction health and safety agent can apply for the construction work permit. But some instances, you find some inspectors from the department, they can, I mean, it's not illegal, but it would be just a favor. It's just a little bit of a compromise from their part to say, if you are registered as a health and safety manager, then they can also accept it. But it's not like it would literally be a favor, because it's not what is required. What is required is a safety agent. If you are registered as a health and safety agent, then only then you can apply for the health and safety. Only then you can apply for the construction. The work permit, when you are applying for it as a health and safety manager or agent, when you're applying for it, you have to apply for it with the with the baseline assessment, and also apply for it with the health and safety specifications from the client. And usually, guys, I forgot to mention, the health and safety agent, guys, is usually from, or only from, the client. Okay, the client is the one that has to agent, an agent who will be responsible for, all the health and safety running arounds. So meaning that the work permit will also be applied for by the health and safety agent who is coming from the client. So meaning that he will provide the baseline risk assessment. He will also provide the spec, the health and safety spec, because it is from the client, right? Okay. Now another one is that as the client applies for the work permit, he needs to ensure that all of his duties as contemplated and as stated according to regulation 5, which is duties of the client, are performed. Meaning that he needs to make sure that the contractor is registered. He needs to make sure that the baseline risk assessment is provided, the SHE-REP is provided, the contractor is in good standing, and also is registered also, so meaning that not only, and they have to provide written proof along with these things. They have to provide proof that these things have been done. They need to provide proof. So either the proof can come in the form of a checklist or come in the form of physical evidence, meaning that you provide our registration, you provide our SHE spec, our baseline risk assessment, so all of those. Okay, so yeah, I know some of you guys, guys, I know some of you guys may be playing the part of a client, and then some of you guys also may be playing the part of a principal contractor. Just depends on which end of the rope you are at. And then another thing, guys, also about the work permit is that once it has been issued, once the permit has been issued, guys, you need to it needs to be displayed by the wall or by the entrance. It also needs to be in the safety file for inspections, and then also it is site specific, so it cannot be transferred from one site to another, just like a risk assessment and everything else, like a safety file, everything else that we've discussed. It cannot necessarily be transferred to another site, but rather you have to apply for every site that you're going to go to. You have to apply for another work permit. So yes, it is site specific. Okay guys, so yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope this was really nice, short and sweet, because I know a lot of people that I've met are always complaining about the duration of the videos. But guys, remember another thing: if I cut down on the videos, I literally cut down on the quality of the content. I won't give you guys everything. I won't share everything with you if I cut down. Imagine if I make all the videos 10 minutes. I won't really explain everything. Maybe what I can do is put it in parts, But anyway, yeah, so I think you'll enjoy this because it's one of the short videos just discussing the difference between a notification and a work permit. Guys, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video too. And more than anything, I hope you learned something and you go and you apply it back in your workplaces, guys. Go apply it, go impress your bosses with your knowledge. All right, guys, so that's it from me. Till next time, guys. Thank you for watching once again. Till next time, ciao, adios.